Hi everyone, I'm Rishika and today I'll be going through TFI Assignment 2. So here we go. This is the flowchart of what I have done. First will be data extraction into Excel. So my Excel file is located here, followed by visualization, data visualization, then PDF automation as well as email automation. So let's begin. Okay, let me just start debugging, then I'll explain. So first, I'll be starting with data extraction, right? I have used 3 websites for my data extraction because my one specific website do not contain all the information. So I used investing.com. Okay, as you can see here, that's allowed the automation process to take place. So what I did was I used anchor base, okay, find element, click, as well as get text. Okay. So as you can see, the find element is I want the balance sheet to be found, and it actually has been found and clicked just now, followed by my annual located here. I want the automation process to do it by itself. Okay. So let's wait for it to work. Okay, as you can see, it has worked. I'm trying to gather 2 important data, which is long-term debt. Okay, for now it's long-term debt. Yeah, as you can see, I use get text and I use find element. So one issue I have faced with this, okay, selector was when you use selector, you have to be very careful of your properties, right? Why? Because, right, at the anchor base area, let me show it to you. Okay, at the anchor base area, can you see you'll see an anchor position. So remember to set the anchor position to on top. If not, it will click and select the wrong data which you do not want. Okay, so it took a while for me to figure that out. Okay, so it's continuously running long-term debt, and now it's identifying the values underneath the debt, which is, let me just close everything that's not needed. Okay, please do remember to close everything that's not needed in order for your process to automate faster. Okay, so as you can see, long-term debt is 93058565.4, 7648.2, and 7646.8. Okay, so I use find element and get text. Okay, it's gonna take a while. So now it's going to income tax, right? Income tax is where my revenue is located. So let me allow the automation process to take place. Okay, income statement is beside the balance sheet. Okay, I'll let the process take place first. It's going to take a while. You see, the income tax statement has been selected. Now I want the annual to be selected. I don't want 2022, 2021, 2021. I want all 4 data, right? So I use the click method. As you can see here, it's the click method. Find element and click. So I'm going to wait for the process to take place again. There you go. So here we have the revenue. Okay. Yeah, only revenue. So let's see the process. Okay, it's here. Okay, then it's still detecting. It would take quite a while to detect everything. So I would not really recommend my method. One regret I would like to say is, and one thing about my method is it's extremely time consuming, which you will see why later on. One of the major issues is because you should use built data table, which I have personally not used because I was kind of encountering some difficulties with my selectors, right? And in the last minute, I found out the reason why I was encountering the issue, which I mentioned. The reason was because at the properties area, you have to remember to click the on top, okay? Don't click auto, click on top, okay? What I'm saying is, let me show you what I'm saying. The moment. Okay, you see the anchor position here. Just now there was anchor position shown. remember to click on top. It really causes a huge issue. So in automation process, one of the main key things to learn is one small error can actually disrupt the whole system. So currently I'm looking at revenue profit at an EPS area. Okay, let me show you which data it is. So I want 2021 to 2018. So it's currently gathering that data for me. Okay. Oh no, yeah. Honestly, I'm really nervous while doing this because selectors is a very intense and hard thing to do because I actually had to retry this whole thing like around 13 times because once I closed the entire application, right, the whole system doesn't work. That was an issue I encountered, but somehow I managed to fix it. Actually, I didn't fix it. The system fixed itself, and I have no idea how. Sometimes it happens, I guess. So that's one issue with the UI part. And another issue is you have to remember to install the right packages, which I don't think I have installed any packages for now, but during my practical time, I felt like if I didn't install certain packages, it can cause a huge issue as well. Okay, so right now it's detecting my PE ratio, and now it has detected fully. Let me go all the way up. Okay, as you can see, the data is being printed. Let me tell you one mistake I made. Okay, one mistake I made was I used Excel sheet. Like I manually did everything. Okay, I manually created the variable dep2, dep3, and I did everything, which is really not recommended for anyone to do it because it's a very long and tiresome task. I would recommend you all to use a data table, a build data table function. So please do not use this method and waste your time. Okay, I had to do it because I had encountered difficulties at the first stage. So now I'm doing data visualization. Okay, as you can see, this is my data visualization where I have Excel scope, sheet 1, A1 to F5, okay, which is like the first row and the second row. I wanted revenue and year, right? So I use line chart, okay. As you can see, cell range is my x-axis. Cell range is my y-axis, and then legend range is my x-axis. And here we go. That is the main thing to take note of. Okay, so this is my PDF automation. Let me just go through very fast. So I choose the PDF file, I input PDF number, and then there's a multiple choice as my input type. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Why 1, 2, 3, 4 is because, okay, it is because, right, there is four inside the work file folder, there is 4 files for you. Okay, let me just show it to you very quickly. As you can see, underneath the work file folder, there is 4 different files. The only difference between this file is V1, V2, V3, and V4. It's separated by this, right? So here we go. Then PDF num is the variable I have created, okay? And then I will read the PDF text by having the destination folder, and then I include the PDF num because PDF num can be 1, 2, 3, 4 is displayed here. Okay, and it depends on which one you choose. Then I use anchor base. Okay, anchor base is quite popular in this particular assignment. I would definitely say that. Fortunately, I have made the same mistake of not clicking. Let me just quickly check where it went. Okay, went here. So this is my anchor base. As you can see, there is NPTFI, NPTFI investment. Okay. Oh, yes. So let me show you what I meant earlier. So as you can see the anchor position here, right? Remember to set it as on top. One last time I'm telling. And then I have created variables. Okay. So my variables created are, okay, it's not really shown here at the moment. Okay, because I have debugged it. So after debugging the whole thing, I will just give you a brief run again. Okay, very, very quick brief run of what we have missed. So let's just choose a random number. Okay, minima, minimal. Okay, I'm just gonna choose 3. Actually, I'll choose 4. I'm a very indecisive person, right? Okay, I chose 4. Okay, so as you can see the variables here, okay. Let's just let it load. Let me just show you how the PDF folder looks like. Okay, I just extracted NPICT-TFI, investment partner, sticker, investment, and company profile. Okay, these are the anchors. And then this is the Excel folder. Why did I have an Excel folder here? Is because I wanted to attach my visualization to this email. Okay, that is why there's an Excel folder. And I kind of send the email to the person called let me show you. Okay, let me just show you where the email went. Okay. Nope. Okay, here we go. As you can see, the send items, the email went to my group member called Venue, who is a chief financial officer. Okay, and this is the attachment. Okay, and then the reason why I use anchor base is because I want to input this particular detail, okay, to this PDF. Okay, I want to include that data in between into this PDF. And if I want to do that, I have to use anchor base. Okay, because not all PDF is in this setting. Let me just quickly whip out the other PDFs for you to see. So if you look at V3, right, you can see that the ticker SILWS is all like messed up and it's not really in a fixed position. So if I choose like V4 or V3 or V1 or V2, any of them, and it's in this format, I want them fixed. And anchor base allows me to have a fixed positioning as well, in a sense. So let me just give you a dry run of this whole thing again. This is my data. Okay, I open the browser, I find element, and then I click it. And then one last time, I'm gonna, oh, did I mess anything up? Okay. See, I have to restart the entire UiPath Studio. This is what happens. Okay, let me just quickly close it and then let me stop it. Hopefully it works. No, doesn't work. Okay, let me just open my UiPath again. I pray that it's saved. This happens all the time. The UiPath is always having an issue, as I mentioned, and I always happen to encounter all the issues on the way. I guess it's because UiPath always updates very frequently. Like the whole process just changes in a way. So it can get it's quite tedious in a sense, but can't do anything about it, can we? Hope my work doesn't get deleted. Wow, it didn't get deleted. That's a very huge relief. So yes, like I was saying, let me quickly open my properties. Okay, so and my variables. Okay, so the first variable is I have selected a very long method, which is highly not recommended once again. Okay, I'll show you the variables later. So properties, right? I have click type, okay, mouse. Okay, so in terms of properties, you don't have to worry much. It's the anchor base you have to worry about. Okay, because a few students have encountered this issue, and the issue was all you had to do was click on top, and after you click on top, everything is just perfect. Then we have click A. Okay, this is the one. So this is my variable, which is y1, and then I have a variable called y2, And then I have Y3, Y4, like I mentioned, is a very, very long method. Then I have long-term debt, and then let me just go all the way to the end. So the process just basically repeats, okay? Anchor base, anchor base. Then I opened the second browser because some of my data was missing from the other website. Okay, it's not really missing. The issue is I have to pay to get more info from that website, and I don't want to pay for something that's very temporary. It's really not recommended. It's not worth to pay for something when you have other website offering you the same information. So this is get text, okay? I opened the browser, I did the same method. And then I opened the third browser and I did the same method, which is getting text and finding the element. And then I put it in the Excel process code. This is a very highly not recommended method. Please use build data table. Don't be like me. The reason why I had to use this was because my selectors was having an issue on the day of submission. So I'm not the only one who encountered this, by the way, but since I was having an issue, I had to change my whole code. Then after a while later, it started working again, but by the time I do not have enough time to change it back, so I had to stick with this method in the end. As you can see, okay, so we just scroll down all the way to the end. Okay, it's the same process, EPS1, EPS2, then you sell, okay, E3, E4, like the positioning. And yeah, the process entirely continues. It's actually fun to do because it's very repetitive process. Then this is a visualization, okay, for which is linked and connected to my C. Okay, ignore this. This is not even needed. It's just a draft. Okay, then I got line chart, I got bar chart. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. Properties. Okay, this is my vertical axis. This is my horizontal axis. This is my sheet 1. And then I don't want to delay, but it's automatically placed there. So I don't want to really change much. Okay, so this is the bar. Okay. The sizing and positioning needs to be adjusted as well. And in terms of option wise, I selected category name, and yes, basically that's the only thing I selected, that section. And I'll be giving you a reference video, okay, of how I got this. Okay, I actually got inspiration from a YouTube video. Okay, and you also have to install a package. Okay, I installed a package called Balareva Excel Activities. Okay, it's a package to get the line chart and bar chart. Okay, it's an external package. Then we have the PDF. Okay, this is very simple, like I mentioned. We have the variables. Okay, image, that one can be ignored because I did not use that variable at all. Then there is choose PDF file input. Okay, then there is a multiple choice option. Okay, there you go. Then you also have read PDF, which I actually mentioned. I use anchor base, and I've already explained the reasoning behind why I use anchor base. You can't directly read the whole PDF. Okay, if you read the whole PDF directly without using anchor base, what's going to happen is, since your work files, right, your work files is all over the place. If you notice, and okay, let me just click on version 1 and version 2. Let me get my version 2 as well. Okay, as you can see, version 1, okay, and version 2 is actually different. Like the positioning is entirely different. And if the positioning is entirely different, when you are going to do it for the next round, okay, it's going to be very hard for you, okay, to adjust here. I mean, you need a fixed format for the email. You need a fixed format. And Anchor Base is going to help you for the fixed formation. Then we have the email automation, right? Email automation is, okay, addressing.txt. Okay, why addressing.txt is, quickly click, show you all the addressing.txt. Okay, so it's basically empty. Okay, there's nothing there, right? Okay. Addressing.txt is supposed to be, why is it empty though? Very strange. It's quite strange. By right, I have written something there, which is dear chef. Okay, like the person's, yeah. Don't know why it's not displayed there for some reason. Letter.txt I already showed you. So let me just show here to you instead. Okay. So this dear chef financial officer, okay, is the one. Okay. Then there is investment partners, there is ticker, there is investment USD 1,000. Okay, then there is NPICT. Yeah, the selectors always have an issue. Whenever you restart it, I'm not the only one who have faced this issue before. You literally saw my whole program just shutting down by itself. So technically speaking, it's a very honestly speaking, it's quite problematic to do this. I really have fun doing it, but sometimes things can go missing out of nowhere, which is quite troublesome. Okay. Anyways, I am done with my presentation. Okay. Thank you.